Back with another Ask LBD segment. This is super important, super valuable one. I don't know when this will be up or when you're going to watch this, but this is a very crucial time, hard time for a lot of people with everything going on. So these Ask LBD questions are from my email list. I blast out a newsletter to my email list every few days during the week. So these questions are directly from there. And I'm just going to read off the question. Of course, we'll have the questions highlighted there at the bottom. First question, Matthew Vigneron. What would be the best home workouts for lists? As many people will need to stay home in the next couple months, I think it would be nice to know what can be done there. So I do design, obviously with this virus, pandemonium going on around, a lot of gyms are closed. I would say about 80% of people, don't have access to a gym right now. The best home workouts, so I do design home workout routines. And I've always designed home workouts for clients. I just haven't promoted it as much, but I've always had that as an option, home workouts. The best home workouts for lists, lists is the cardio. So, you're just gonna have to go outside, walk around your neighborhood. You could jump rope in your house. You could do jumping jacks. You could do basically anything that's gonna get your heart rate up for lists. And as far as the actual home workouts go, I design bodyweight workouts, resistance band workouts, dumbbells, barbells. So you don't need any equipment. Obviously, if you have some equipment, it's going to give you a little more variety in your workouts, but don't use this time as an excuse to not get your workouts in. You're just going to have to make some adjustments, like everyone is doing. You're just going to have to make some adjustments during this period and, stay true to your fitness goals. Next question, Morgan D. Will adding 15 to 20 minutes of list cardio after my workouts help me lose weight? And absolutely. If you're following a structured diet and workout routine, and then you add 20 minutes of cardio post-workout, you're absolutely going to speed up your fat loss results, your fat loss progress. The two best times to do cardio are first thing in the morning fasted or immediately post-workout. So if you add 15 to 20 minutes of list cardio post-workout, it's absolutely going to speed up your fat loss. This one, Hydro421. Since gyms are closed, and I'm reading these questions, I did not pre-screen these questions. I'm literally reading them for the first time. So I always give the best answer I can, or answer to the best of my ability. So since gyms are closed, what are the best workouts to do from home? How has your workout routine changed now that you cannot go to the gym? Well, me personally, I still have access to a gym because, I got friends in low place, or what do they call it? Friends in high places. All right, I'm just kidding. But I still have access to a gym, luckily, for now. But what are the workouts to do from home? It depends on what equipment you have at the house. So if you have no equipment whatsoever, I design bodyweight workouts. If you have bands, I can give you a band workout. Now, if you have dumbbells, I can give you a dumbbell workout, barbells, barbell workout. It depends on what you have at the house. If you literally have no equipment whatsoever, I have a whole bodyweight routine I can give you. Just shoot me an email, or if you're a new client, you just put that in the questionnaire. I'm struggling, or Ashley Westful. And once again, we're going to put these questions at the bottom so you know exactly what the question was and who asked it. I'm struggling to get all the foods in. How can I ensure I'm prioritizing the right things and or how I should amend the meal plan? Great question. This is a question I get asked a lot. So you may struggle to eat all the food at first because it's a lot of clean food. You got to realize, a lot of my clients will to come from eating 1 to 2 meals of whatever they want a day to 4 to 5 clean meals a day. So it is a big adjustment. You just got to give it time. But a couple things you can do, always try to make sure you get the protein portion of the meal in before anything. So what does that mean? That means if it's a chicken and rice meal, fish and sweet potato meal, the protein portion. So the carbs and fat would come secondary. The protein portion is the most important for building muscle and losing body fat. So try to get that portion in first, or try to get all that portion in, and if you can't get the rest of the meal in, that's okay. And then second, you can replace any meal with a protein shake, 1UP Nutrition, of course, or you can replace any meal with a protein bar. 1UP Nutrition makes both protein powder, obviously, and protein bars. So those are my 3 options. Obviously, follow your meal plan exactly for the best results. If you can get all the food in and follow it exactly, you're going to have the best results. But if you can't, try one of those 3 things, and eventually your metabolism will get going, and you're going to start getting hungry in between meals, and you'll probably be able to finish all those meals. So just give it time, but always remember too, protein is the most important portion of the meal. Frank Perusa, he made an awesome transformation. I'll include that here. I'll have Lakota put his before and after. How do you feel about vacuums and waist trainers to tighten the stomach? So this is a question I got a couple times too. And Frank already has a pretty good waistline, especially for a bigger dude, a guy with a lot of muscle. Vacuums or waist trainers, so they'll help you be more aware of your abdominal control and aware of your abdominal muscles. I don't think they physically help the abs in your stomach, get smaller, but I do think they help you have more awareness of your abs, which is going to lead to better ab control, which will, in turn make you look better when you're posing or just walking around. So I don't think they're a bad thing. The waist trainers, practicing vacuums, I think that can help you. I don't know, it's not going to reduce your waist any, it just helps with the muscle control. And the same with waist trainers. Waist trainers, they don't reduce your waist any, they just help with the mind muscle control. Because if you have the waist trainer on, you're probably not just going to let your stomach hang, because that's going to be uncomfortable. So you're going to be always aware, cognizant of your abs and keep them tight. So I think it can help with that. I don't think it's a bad thing to have. It wouldn't be like my number one thing to get, but if I had $50 extra income, $50, discretionary income, sure, buy it, see what happens. But it's not going to be like a game changer or anything, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things, just another thing to add to your regimen. So I'm not going to recommend it or not recommend it. I would say if you have the money, you want to try it, sure, but it's not going to work miracles. Just know that. Next question from MM. Does 1 gallon of fluids apply across the board to everyone, or does it fluctuate with weight size, whether you're working out that day or have it off? A good question. 1 gallon of fluid is just like a general rule of thumb. I do think that I don't think most people need more than 1 gallon, even if you're really heavy. Now, when I was 320 pounds off-season bulking bodybuilder, I never even kept track of my fluids. I just drank as much as I could. I'd probably do about 1.5 gallons a day. I think 1 gallon is a good number. I wouldn't really be worried about drinking too much more. Really, if you just carry a gallon jug around or just make sure you're sipping water in between meals, you should be good. He also asked a question. So the answer to your question is no, just a general rule, 1 gallon. What role does salt, sodium play in meals? Why use it? Why not use it? I have a blog on my website. We'll put a little text, lucasduncan.com/blog. So sodium helps transport nutrients through the blood. So what does that mean? That means that the food you eat and the supplements you take, they're better delivered to your muscles with sodium. Sodium also helps with hydration, it helps with cramping, it helps with your pump. It really helps with your pump. So if you're training in the gym and you notice that it's hard to get a pump, that tightness you feel when you work the muscle, increase your salt and you'll probably see that your pump is going to be way better. So you always want to salt your food. Sodium is super important. Now, a lot of people will, say don't have sodium, but that's because they're not active. So if you're, 50 years old, 60-year-old, or younger, or whatever, and just sitting on the couch, yeah, you don't need to have a ton of sodium, but I don't recommend anybody to sit on the couch. So if you're active and training hard, you absolutely need sodium, and that's pretty much all my clients. Anyone watching this video is exercising. So you need sodium. It's going to help tremendously with those things I mentioned: hydration, the pump, and then cramping. The biggest thing is the pump. You're going to notice more muscle fullness. You see the vascularity a lot of people have. It's partly due to being lean, obviously, and low body fat, but also because they're having sodium, which helps transport nutrients through the blood, like I said. Okay, next one. Hey Lucas, is swimming a best way to cut abdominal fat? If so, how long would you suggest doing it? Also, you said the first one, okay, so I answered the first one. Swimming is a great form of cardio. It's especially great or good if you have, joint problems, bad knees, especially because it's in a pool. It's virtually no impact on your joints. So swimming is absolutely fine for cardio. And next question from the same person, Sush Manth. Also, you said must-have meal before weights workout. Can I replace this meal with protein shake? Absolutely. So you always want to eat a meal before weight training. That's to fuel your muscles and make sure you're not burning off muscle tissue while you weight train, and also to fuel your workout so you have an awesome workout. But yeah, you can have a protein shake before you eat. A protein shake is a meal. It's just a meal replacement. One Up Nutrition, of course. So yeah, a protein shake counts as a meal, and you can have that before your workout, absolutely. Wilson Trosh, how to get motivated to work out when the gym is closed and you don't particularly like running. Well, a few things here. You don't have to run. I don't really recommend anybody on my plan specifically do running or specifically run unless you just enjoy running. You know, running can be hard on your knees, hard on your joints, hard on your ligaments, hard on your hips. So you don't have to run per se. You can work out from home, you know, doing the things I already mentioned: body weight, resistance bands, dumbbells, barbells, etc. How do you stay motivated? Man, you just got to realize that this time in our I guess the history, this time in our world, is temporary. It'll pass over. The gyms will open back up. You know, everything blows over, and you don't want to just say screw your diet, screw your fitness routine, just because it's a temporary thing. You always want to stay focused, and really, you know, now is the most important time because you want to boost your immune system, make sure you're healthy to fight off anything that may come your way. And then also, like, you got to stay sane. Like, what else are you going to be doing? You know, a lot of people are just stuck at home. What else can you be doing? You might as well be working out or going outside for a walk or whatever. So now is really the most important time, and you should have a lot of extra free time too to dedicate to your workouts. So, you know, and if you really don't want to do just bodyweight workouts, go to the store, buy some dumbbells. You know, whatever you got to do, make it happen. But no matter your situation, I can design a workout routine for you and a diet plan to coincide with that workout routine. Paul, here we go. Paul, what's up, Paul? How you doing? Given the current environment we are all living and gyms being closed, my workouts are not as intense as they normally are. How or should we adjust our diets? Good question. And honestly, if you're still getting the workout in, it's hard to say because I don't know what equipment you specifically have. If you still have dumbbells and barbells and are still doing the workouts associated with your body parts, like still following the workouts, just not as much equipment, I'd honestly continue to follow the same diet. If you literally have no equipment or only doing bodyweight workouts or only doing cardio, then I'd probably lower your carb and fat intake a little. But it depends on your situation. You know, some people at the house, they got full gym setups, so they got dumbbells and barbells heavy, and they're not skipping a beat. They're just changing to free weight exercises. So it's hard to say, but I would not adjust your diet unless you really, really cut down your activity level being forced to work out from home. I hope that makes sense. H.A. Thompson 34. Besides the BCAA/collagen mix from One Up Nutrition, do you recommend a pre-workout supplement? Yes, I do. There's a couple I recommend. The first one is One Up from One Up Nutrition. It's a super strong pre-workout. Going to give you energy, mental focus, better blood volumization, better pump. If you're sensitive to stimulants, start off very low dose, about a quarter of a scoop. Also, I recommend L-carnitine. That's going to help you burn fat over time, and you can take those really in conjunction with each other. But the One Up is the main pre-workout supplement that I recommend. Daniel Gonzalez, how do you take care of your body? Foam rolling, massage therapy, gun, others, etc. Which is more effective? So I went over this in the previous Q&A, but I'll go over it again. So I actually have a blog on this too. There's several recovery techniques I like. I like deep tissue massage. These are in no particular order. Deep tissue massage, cryotherapy, which I'm a huge fan of. It's just you get in a cold tank for 3 minutes and it helps like shock your body. It helps really improve your recovery. So deep tissue massage, cryotherapy. I also do IV therapy, which is a vitamin drip. They put a needle, intravenous needle, IV, and they have vitamins and amino acids and glutathione, antioxidants they put in your body. That's a really good one. And as far as let's see, what else? You know, there's cupping, there's acupuncture. I don't really do those, but I do those three: deep tissue massage. I don't do often. I need to. Cryotherapy and IV therapy. Those, especially the cryotherapy and IV therapy. Now, all three of those, they're a little more expensive. You know, none of this is cheap. All this stuff is, what is it? It'd be luxury services. You know, these wouldn't be something I'd tell a 21-year-old kid. You know, when I was 21, I wasn't doing any of this stuff. I did do deep tissue massage for a while, but these are all stuff if you have the budget to work in, they can definitely help really increase your rate of recovery tremendously. Okay, next question from Stephen Cooper. What are the best exercises with a bum shoulder? Warm-up recommendations. Really good question. And to warm up your shoulder, you just want to do, you want to warm up your rotator cuff. So maybe I'll just do a separate video on this, but just go like this. You can have a band or no weights. Just go this number right here. Warm up your rotator cuff. This one right here. This is all warming up your rotator cuff. Then I'll just do shoulder flies like this. I know I look kind of silly doing them. Shoulder flies like this. And then the most important part is you just start with the first exercise and go lighter weights. So with a lot of these warm-ups, there's no specific complicated warm-up I'm going to sell you. You just do the workout with lighter weights to start. So if the first exercise is dumbbell lateral raise, you start super light weights. Does that make sense? So you never just start with heavier dumbbells, but there's no like, and then do the flies in between sets, but there's really no more specific warm-up you should do. You just do the first exercise, lighter weights. The only really warm-up I may recommend is like for legs, walk on a treadmill 10 minutes. Also, if you got a bum shoulder, I probably want to do, don't do any exercise that hurts or makes it worse. You probably may not be able to do presses, but I don't know your specific situation. I'm not there with you and I'm not your physician. So I couldn't really say specifically, but I would say just start with really light weights and then gradually increase the weight each set. And then if certain exercises give you problems, don't do it. Obviously, don't do an exercise that hurts. Okay, here we go. Brindalin Takub. Sorry if I butcher these names, so we're putting the exact question and person's name here. So, instead of following the meal plan you provided, can we substitute with healthy meal companies out there? And how do we go about that? Great question. So, I am actually have used and connected with MegaFit Meals. They make any meal on my meal plan. You just go to custom meals. It's megafitmeals.com and use the discount code LBD10 for 10% off. They ship nationwide, and you just look at your meal plan and then order it from MegaFit Meals. And that's what I put on the initial plans. You literally just go to custom meals and put in what your meal is, and they make it for you. So they can ship it nationwide, and that really takes the meal prep out of, you don't have to meal prep. They just ship the food frozen on dry ice, and you're ready. You put it in the fridge for a day to let it thaw out, and you're ready to go. So it takes the meal prep out of it. That's what I personally do and have been doing since November. It saves you a lot of time. Can you give us alternatives of gym workouts to home workouts? Yes. If you're my current client, just email me and ask for home workouts. If your gym is closed, if you're a new client signing up, just put home workouts on the questionnaire. Derek Johnson. Can cardio while on at-home plans be separated from the muscular exercises performed on the same day? So can you separate weight training and cardio on home workouts? Yeah. You would just do it in a normal gym situation too. You just do your weight training workout and then later do your cardio, or excuse me, you do your cardio first thing in the morning fasted. If you have a treadmill at the house, do a treadmill or walk outside, and then just later in the day, you do your weight training. So it'd be the same as the gym. It depends on what cardio equipment you have. But if you have no cardio equipment at the house, just go outside for a walk. All right, a couple more here. Your opinion on different sources of carbs and your personal preference. So there's a lot of good sources of carbohydrates. I'll list off several, just the several in general. Rice, oatmeal, sweet potato, white potato, Ezekiel bread, cream of rice, quinoa. They're all good forms of carbohydrates. Me personally, I'm a big fan of jasmine rice. Jasmine rice I like because it digests quickly. It doesn't sit in your stomach. It's delivered to your body, to the muscles fast. I'm a big fan of jasmine rice. Brown rice is good too, but I like jasmine rice better because brown rice tends to sit in my stomach and tends to bloat me. So I prefer jasmine rice for me personally. I also like oatmeal. I'm a big fan of oatmeal. And I love Ezekiel bread. Ezekiel bread is great because it's a flourless, high protein bread that's not going to add body fat to you. It's just going to be stored in your muscles as glycogen. So those three are probably my personal favorite. Jasmine rice, oatmeal, and Ezekiel bread for me. But there's a lot out there. You just have to pick what you like and what agrees with your body. And then it's all about timing. And of course, if you need specific help setting up a diet for you, I got a special link for my YouTube, lucasduncan.com/YT special. Let me do one more here. Hi, my name is Manuel Meza. Here's my question. If I buy some equipment to train home, what would be better? A multi-gym, a rack of dumbbell? Okay, so basically he's asking, what equipment should I get from home? What equipment should I get for a home workout? And honestly, it depends on your budget. But if you came to me and said, what would be an awesome home workout? I do dumbbells up to 50 pounds. I do a barbell with, a couple hundred pounds for weights. And then that's really, if you had a dumbbell and barbell, or, set of dumbbells, barbell, you could make really good progress and pretty much do every body part. Obviously you're not going to have a ton of variety in the exercises you're doing because you don't have a lot of equipment, but you can still make good progress and keep that going, forever, or at least until all these gyms open back up and we get settled, back to normal. Then my first machine, I'd probably get a leg press or hack squat, and then I'd get a power rack. It depends on your budget, depends on how much you want to invest. If you just want some equipment to get over this until the gyms open back up, just get yourself a pair of dumbbells and a barbell, and you're good to go. You can pretty much, I can design a workout routine that's going to give you great results with just that. So I know this is a hard time for everyone. Stay positive, stay strong. I can always design a workout for you no matter what your situation is. So if you're watching this and interested in my services, I'm going to put the link in the description. It's lucasduncan.com/YT special, and that's my special I got for everyone who watches on YouTube. That's my YouTube coaching special, lucasduncan.com/YT special. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment if your gym is open or closed when you're watching this so I know. So just put in the comment section, my gym is open, my gym is closed, and let me know how you're doing. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.